Hi everybody, Brian Porter here, Keller Williams Real Estate. It's so good to see you all. I'm here with your September market report for Santa Clara County. I hope you guys had a great Labor Day, and honestly, not that much has changed. We're seeing the same trends, but not much has changed since the August report. In that report, we talked a lot about the shift, and that shift being we have been in an extremely hot seller's market. I think we're headed for a buyer's market, and where does that put us? It put us at the peak, and I think we're a little bit over the peak at this point. We'll get to the numbers in a minute, but if you missed that report, go ahead and click on the link below. I'll include that for you so that you can catch up. There was a lot of great information in there. And today we're going to focus more on, or only on, as far as the numbers are concerned, $1 million and up properties. Because when a shift happens, and specifically or especially when a shift is happening from a seller's market to a buyer's market, it's going to affect the luxury properties first. So let's take a look at the numbers.
So let's start by taking a look at the time it takes to sell a house. And what I did is I took 3 months over last summer and I averaged them out and then did the same for this year. So last year over the summer months, on average, it took 11 days to sell a house in this luxury market. This year, it's taking 15 days. And I know that sounds very, very fast, and it would sound extremely fast to anyone else in the country, but that's a 32% increase over last year, which is very significant. Next, we're going to look at expired listings, and these are homes that didn't sell at all, and we would expect in a hot market to see this number be very low. In the luxury market, you do see a few more, but taking those same 3 months and averaging them out last year, we had 23 expired listings. This year we had 42, and that's an 83% increase, which is pretty drastic. So let's go ahead and take a look at the average listing price over that same time period. And remember, list price is what we're asking for a house. It's not necessarily what the house sells for. It could go over or under that price. And also note that we are in the $1 million plus range. Last summer, we were asking $1.595 million. And this summer, we've decreased that to $1.518 million, which is 4.8% less. So we're asking 4.8% less for houses than we were last year. And you might be thinking, well, maybe they're going way over asking price. You'd be right to think that. So let's go ahead and take a look at that as well. So this is the list to sale ratio, which simply put just is the amount of money over or under the asking price buyers are willing to pay. So if you take those 3 months last year, we were at 106%, meaning buyers were willing to pay 6% over the asking price, whereas this year we're at 101.6%, so buyers are willing to pay 1.6% over the asking price. So as you can see, as the list price, what we were asking for homes came down, the amount that buyers were willing to pay over that price came down as well. And obviously, like I said, you can see these changes happen a little bit earlier and more clearly in the luxury market, but rest assured we're seeing these same changes happen in the lower markets as well.
So we're definitely seeing the market continue to cool. But this might actually be a good thing for a lot of you sellers out there. And I know that sounds funny, but maybe you've been thinking about buying your dream house, but you're worried, what do I do with my current house? What if I sell it, I can't find the next place, or maybe I find the next place, I put in an offer, it falls through, am I going to be homeless? In a word, no. We would never let that happen to you. In fact, we have tools specifically put in place to keep that from happening. But I will tell you, over the past couple years, it's been very difficult when you say, hey, Mr. Seller, I know you have 20 offers on this property, but here's my offer. I love the house. I can only complete this transaction if my house sells too. We call that a contingent offer. We haven't seen them in a while because the market's been so hot, but we're seeing them all the time today. We're not getting 20 offers on houses anymore, so it is very possible for you to sell your house at the highest we've seen this market ever at an incredibly low interest rate on your next house. My tip for you buyers out there is simply this: know your credit score. 716 up and 700 and below could mean a difference in half a percentage point. Or, to put this into perspective, an $800,000 house, which is very typical for this area, would cost you $181 more a month, or $65,000 more by the time you pay the house off. If you want to help your kids go to college, call me. I'll put you in contact with our lender. He's amazing. He will not only tell you your credit score, but he'll help you fix it. He'll give you tips on how to get that score up before you buy your next place. I'll leave you with this: interest rates. You might have seen them jump over the past week. And to put it simply, we've had a ton of international money flowing into our US bond market for a long time. specifically Japan and the European Central Bank have changed their bond buying programs. And when they did that and less money is perceived to come in, interest rates went up. And we're continuing to see them increase, especially considering the Federal Reserve has been talking about increasing them for a long time. Remember that in a normal thriving market, we would expect to see more like 6%. What's that going to do to your payment? Every increase in 1% of interest rate is a decrease in 10% of the house you can buy. If you have any questions, give me a call, 408-813-6865. You can email me at Brian, brian.porter@kw.com. Find me online, www.briandporter.com. Until next time, take care. Have a great day.